hard enough being a young teenager, working out how things are, working out how to do dating and all of that, without the terror that if you touch in the wrong place at the wrong time, you may find that your whole life is destroyed.
See, I
and there
like
is
that
far
terror.
too much. Well,
I like that.
As a mother of a teenage boy, I don't like that terror.
I do.
Ooh. Did you hear that? We back at it again with another video. It's your boy, Boss Enosch. You feel me? Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. We're gonna watch a video that is pretty interesting, and I want to see what y'all think. Okay? Piers Morgan. Men should be frightened.
But Ava, you're smirking and laughing. I mean, there's a serious point here. A lot of young men feel they're getting disenfranchised by society. They're all being over-demonized. That any attempt to be the traditional male figure is now being rubbished and called toxic.
Well, I mean, if you really felt that and you really went out there and you were an alpha male, then you wouldn't be bothered about a bunch of women telling you that you were.
Well, you would if you get cancelled, like Andrew Tate. If you get banned from.
I mean, he's hardly been cancelled. He was on your programme, which is on national television.
But it's the only platform actually.
What? See, a lot of times people say that shit about, oh, how are you canceled if you're still doing this and this. They literally banned him off of everything. Banned him off of shit that he didn't even use. Banned him off of Airbnb. Banned him off of Uber and DoorDash and shit. Is that not canceled to you? Gaslighting. Classic technique that they use all the time. Gaslighting, bro. Trying to make you feel like you crazy when, or what you're saying don't make sense when it make perfect sense.
He's had for a long time because all the social media companies banned him, literally banned him. He had his email gone, his Google gone, his Facebook gone.
Exactly.
It all went down like dominoes.
Well, he's still on there, very, very prolific on there. I can't move for clips of him.
Yeah, but they're
on
not generated by him.
Well, but that's been for quite some time.
Okay, Piers doing good. Hey, I was hating on Piers in that other video, but he doing good right now. In his first couple seconds, he doing good, okay? I give respect for that. Because she's saying a lot of bullshit. He rebuttaling it perfectly.
Should he be punished that way?
But what is punished? What is punished?
Punished is where companies take a decision which, in my view, in this case, was perverse because they still allow, for example, the Ayatollah of Iran to have a Twitter account.
Yes.
So there's no consistency here at all.
Well, but however, we love a bit of free market. I'm sure you do, judging by that suit, which is lovely. But, you know, social media companies are private companies.
Can you not objectify them, please?
They can do whatever
I'll take all the objectification I like.
Of course you will, yeah. All right, Isabel.
But Ava, your point about, you know, if men were that alpha, then they wouldn't be that bothered by this.
Yeah, that's a stupid point too, because okay, no one's saying every male is an alpha male. Like it don't fucking matter. You're still talking down on people and then trying to demonize a whole group of people. Ain't nothing like, bro. It's a stupid ass argument. Stupid ass argument.
Doesn't really help us when it comes to boys growing up, and that is one of my
exactly the kids, the kids, the children. You don't care.
Worries that for teenage boys now, they are so terrified of the consequences of putting a foot out of line. It was hard enough being a young teenager, working out how things are, working out how to do dating and all of that, without the terror that if you touch in the wrong place at the wrong time, you may find that your whole life is destroyed.
See, I
and there
like
is
that
far
terror.
too much. Well,
I like that.
As a mother of a teenage boy, I don't like that terror.
I do.
Ooh. Did you hear that? She's talking about little boys, young kids that are trying to learn how to figure things out. Right? I like that terror. They should be frightened. They should be scared. What the fuck? If you want people to be scared, then they're just not going to even venture out and figure these things out to begin with, because they're going to be scared of doing the incy little bit thing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Making the tiniest mistake in your life over with. They should be scared. This shit mind-blowing, bro.
Thing I've ever
That
heard.
is
I
awful.
think that men should be frightened
I think
to
you'd
touch
feel
women in a way
differently
that
if you
they're
were
not comfortable with.
But we're talking about
Yeah, but we're not talking about.
We're talking about
It's an
young
interesting
children.
thing that you see. I would say that attitude actually is part of the problem too. That's to me toxic femininity.
It is.
That is saying you should all be terrified, you men, if you put one.
Of assaulting.
Well, I think we all understand what sexual assault is.
Everybody agrees that sexual assault. Everybody agrees that all that other shit is wrong. That's why niggas not arguing about that. This is what they do. They're trying to deflate and minimize your argument and try to turn it into something else that it's not, bro. We already know that this is wrong. We all agree this is wrong. We talking about the other shit, bro. Stay on focus, bro. Stay on point.
What Isabel's talking about is that young teenage clumsiness
really
in many
hard.
cases, which is now being recategorized as assault. Is that a problem?
It's not being recategorised as assault. It's always been assault. It's just we're finally talking about it.
I don't agree with that.
That's
But
ridiculous.
Teenage boy fumbling with
a touch
teenage
on
girl
the
is
knee.
not,
Not
it's
even
not
that.
in most cases, assault, is
Do
it?
you remember Aziz Ansari, right? Hot off the heels of Me Too, hot off the heels of Harvey Weinstein rightly being dragged through the courts, and it should have got way worse than just prison time, in my opinion. Aziz Ansari had a consensual relationship with a woman. She felt a bit awkward, and afterwards rescinded consent, and he was lumped in, and he had his
No,
career
I'm with you on that
largely
one.
cancelled.
I'm with
So
you.
then why should men be afraid of that?
Because he didn't touch her without consent, did he?
No, but she
But
rescinded his consent, and
how are
she
young
saw
boys
that then
supposed to
as the same
navigate
thing.
this, the whole
Yeah, I
thing?
agree.
I'm thinking
you
of
need to
my
have-
teenage son. You know, he's 14, 15. What's he supposed to say? Would you mind if I put
Isabel,
my
you are an
hand- I mean,
extremely
come
strong
on,
woman. I
come
know
on.
in your house you're teaching them the difference between assault and then
Of
coming on
course,
to
of
someone.
course.
I know you are.
But what we're talking about is it'd be very interesting.
She didn't even address what she said, bro. She didn't even address what the fuck she was talking about. Ooh, I don't like this already, bro. Bitches like the bitch in the middle, stay far away from them. Because they will do everything in their power to try to destroy you, bro. I swear to God. It's not good, bro. And this is the type of mindset that they pushing on people. Y'all gotta realize that. This is what they pushing on people.
the Me Too movement and the Time's Up movement, how it's all developed. Because a lot of very bad people, Harvey Weinstein and others, got their due comeuppance. We can all agree with that.
Yeah.
This is not even something to be debated. We're really talking about the grey line, right? Where is that grey line?
Yeah.
How do you navigate it? When you're an experienced adult and you've been around the block in many ways, you can navigate that much more intelligently and with emotional intelligence than you can if you're a teenage boy.
Yeah.
And I think the point Isabel makes is a good one. I've had 3 sons in their 20s. I've always taught them to be respectful to women, and I believe they are. But I do think it's really hard for a 16, 17-year-old boy now in this environment to know even how to
They are all
having kind of some
terrified.
kind of physical relationship with a woman.
Those good boys are all terrified. I know that from talking to my son. He's just like, I'm just not going there. Is that healthy?
Yes, I
The
think
other
it is
point-
actually. I think it's better to not have a physical relationship than to have one that could ruin a woman's life.
But then how do they ever start?
Well, don't. If you're not 100%
Don't.
sure,
What are we going
don't.
for?
What are you going to have? A bunch of new...
Bro, what is this bitch talking about? Oh my gosh. She's equating an awkward start in a physical relationship with a girl as assault. Like, bro, y'all was never... And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Because a lot of these crazy, weirdo, Me Too feminists, they don't think about things in a realistic sense. They don't think about what a little kid, a little teenager, preteen, their experience and what they're going through and trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? They don't have the same level of knowledge, experience, and maturity as a grown adult. So obviously they won't know how to start shit, boys or girls, bro. They don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're saying you'd rather they not do nothing at all and be fucking virgins and have no experience and not have relationships rather than, you know, have those awkward starts, awkward beginnings. Yeah. This is why people like this cannot run the world. They cannot lead the world. Because they're leaded to ruin. And they'll dance about it. Woo! Dance and sing and be like, oh well. Oopsie. No, bruh. No.
Mutant boys who
But
never
it's
had...
so obvious.
We actually
It's
do
sort
have
of
that.
like-
Gen Z is having far less sexual relationships
Yes,
than any
they are.
before.
It's true.
Exactly.
Young
Hang
people
on.
have stopped having sex.
I agree with the first
And
part.
she over there laughing like it's something funny. She over there giggling. Like, bro, shut up, bitch. Ugh.
Sentence actually, if you're not willing to have a sexual relationship with clearly defined lines, don't have one. And so I actually told my mates at university, don't sleep around with girls. 1, girls don't bring a guy home that you don't know what he's capable of. 2, guys don't bring a girl home if you think that possibly she could have a false accusation against you.
Can I make another point here?
Which I
think-
find... I mean, look, that
What?
sentence to me, when I was your age, right? How old are you?
23.
23. When I was your age, the idea you would even have that sort of thought process
Yeah, I
would
wouldn't
be
have those sort of
unthinkable.
mates that would ever cross the line, so I wouldn't have to have that
I never said
conversation
my
with any
mates.
of my friends.
Don't throw my mates in with a bunch of violent people.
And is there a certain... Is there
That's
a
the thing. Like, this is what I be talking about, bro. They try to take the average, regular man, right? And put them in the group with crazy people. evil people, right? They're trying to conflate evil men, regular men, one and the same. No. But you got to think about it though. Like women, they have a knack for having one or two or maybe even three bad experiences with a dude, and they write off all men. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't this. Niggas ain't that. Niggas is broke. Niggas is bums. Niggas is lame. No, the nigga you picked is fucking lame. Nigga you picked is a bum. Okay, that's not everybody. Cause really, if you looked at the world, if the world really was how these people say that it is, bro, I don't think any of us would even be here to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Certain purity here I'm detecting in a certain type of feminist who thinks that they're all unimpeachable and that this is all one-way traffic and that only men can be toxic.
No, I
because
don't
I've got to enlighten you. I've met quite a few women in my life who are pretty toxic themselves, and I don't see the debate being framed around that at all.
No, but the point is that we're still in a situation where only 5% of rape cases actually even go to trial.
Which is ridiculous.
But that's the extreme end of it, isn't it? You're talking about rape here.
But Ava, we can all agree that's wrong. We can all agree that's wrong.
But okay, so even on the extreme end of it, rape doesn't even go to trial. If you're assaulted, and
we're gonna have to fact check that, bro, because I don't know where that statistic is from, but if that statistic is real, then that's crazy.
It's life-changing. What happened to Rose McGowan with Harvey Weinstein?
I know Rose well.
Was life-changing, and she didn't get her comeuppance.
Yeah, but Ava, we'd all agree about that. Well, I think what has sent a shudder through all of our spines from your mouth today is the line that all young men should be terrified of any physical contact.
Someone.
Well, no, you didn't say it like that. You said basically
look how she tried to switch it up. No, because she knows fucking stupid.
Of starting any physical contact with a woman.
Unless you're sure.
Well, how does a 16, 17-year-old boy know?
When she can rescind consent on something completely nebulous?
Okay, can I ask you this? If you were going to take someone to bed and you weren't 100% sure that they wanted to go to bed with you, would you go with them?
No, I would not do that.
Then
but the point was,
Aziz
Ansari was sure, for example, and then later she went and published a long piece about how she regretted it and lumped him in with Harvey Weinstein.
I mean,
is that okay?
Ava, do you feel any of it, Ava's gone too far? Do you think the pendulum has gone too far at all?
No. No, I don't think it's gone far enough, actually.
What?
Really?
I don't think we've brought anything into schools. To your point, we haven't brought any teaching into school about what is assault, what isn't. If you're worried about...
Bro, niggas are... What are you talking about? They don't know no teaching in school what is assault, what's not assault. Motherfuckers know what the fuck that is, bro. Shut up, bro.
Like 16-year-old boys not understanding what it is, bring in sexual health lessons.
That's the thing. Everybody agrees that these bad things are bad. Everybody agrees that these terrible things are terrible. We're all on the same page. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. These motherfuckers want to go further and further and further and make regular, innocent, innocuous things as if it's the worst crime of the century. Like, what are you talking about? Because it's going to get to the point. Motherfuckers like this bitch, right? And yes, I'm saying bitch on purpose because that's how I describe this person. Motherfuckers like her want it to be to the point where if you even say hi to a girl, you tripping. Don't even talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Let them come talk to you. But then, women don't want that. Women do not want to be the ones that go and approach niggas, okay? Dudes. Like, be for real.
Hang on. The idea that you can teach rapists not to rape is insane because they already know.
What do you mean?
That it's illegal. Okay, right. You're saying if boys wouldn't know what's assault...
Exactly. That boy's snapping, boy. That boy's snapping.
What is it?
He gonna teach a killer not to kill. Niggas already know killing is wrong. They choose to do it. They're fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Right, okay. The idea that rather than taking the power out of someone who can make a false accusation is what they're actually, most of them are concerned about. Specifically, my friends, for example, who would never dream of doing something like that. But then what the feminists fail to understand is you can educate evils... Did you not identify yourself as a feminist study?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay, sorry. It
You're not a feminist?
So then that's...
But Piers labelled me.
Actually, I called you a toxic feminist.
Okay, then if that's my
I'll take that.
Nah, get back to the point. Get back to the point. Stop derailing.
You cannot... If a rapist is willing to violate the law so violently, you cannot teach him out of that. All you can have is very harsh punishments to deter
No, because you're talking about the grey line, and the grey line is at parties of not understanding that when a woman is so inebriated that she can't stand up, boys need to understand that is
Well, that's a different line.
Now you're bringing in something else. Ava, I would like...
Look, she keep changing the fucking scenario, bro. Oh, man. Niggas already know this.
You know, whether you accept that women, and particularly teenage girls and young women, sometimes give out pretty mixed signals. They give out mixed messages. They're not even sure what they want at any given time.
I think we're victim blaming.
I don't think
I
that's
think we're- I
victim
think
blaming.
we're-
Come off
So
it,
do
Amy.
you
I think we are.
accept...
Does she agree? Hold on, does she agree to that?
I think we're victim blaming.
Whoa. Oh. Oh my gosh, bro.
I don't think
I think
that's
we're- I
victim
think
blaming.
we're-
Come off
So
it,
do
Amy.
you
I think we are
accept...
straying into
Come
a
off
point.
it. Every sinew of your body.
Look, it's always the ones with those fucking blue eyes. I'm just playing. But it's always the one with those fucking eyes, those crazy eyes, bro. And they're gonna say the craziest thing to your face and act like it's something regular. That is insane to me, bro. Look, bro, look. She said something, the other lady, the other blonde lady said something perfectly reasonable, perfectly factual that everybody knows. A lot of times, girls be getting out mixed signals, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're victim blaming. What?
Knows what she just
Do
said.
you
has a
accept
merit
women
to it.
can sometimes
It's a woman
give off
saying it
mixed
too, come on.
messages? Come on, they
Look,
can.
I mean, sure, but
That's
I'm
a
not.
non-denial.
But I'm sure,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about assault.
So how are you
No, but
supposed
I
to...
don't think any of us disagree about assault. We're talking about the far greyer line of young teenage fumblings.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they've all stopped having sex, it's because they are actually terrified. And I think it's a great shame if they're terrified into actually having no physical interaction with opposite
Exactly
sex.
that. And then the
How do
other
we get
point,
past
can
that?
I make one other point, which is this whole thing of dredging up.
And people like her always got that fake ass fucking smile on their face, bro. That shit is so fucking fake and pedantic. I think I used the right word. I don't know. And it's like, yo, bruh. It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. You're trying to act like you're nice, trying to act like you're, but you have terrible intentions behind you.
Allegations that are 10 or 20 years old, I think is absolutely awful.
Why?
Because it's a he said, she
Oh,
said. It's
Isabel,
impossible to
why?
prove. And there are people whose careers are, and their lives are completely
not really-
ruined by allegations that are brought a decade or more after the event. Now, obviously, if the person was a minor at the time of the incident, or the alleged incident,
I
then
can't believe you're
fine.
saying this,
There
that we
be
shouldn't
a
bring up historic assault claims.
I don't
That's
think-
absolutely
I don't think
crazy.
you should be bringing-
Women who
I
would have been
don't-
too afraid to confront it at the time because they
Why?
were too young or too
Right.
powerless
I
to
said
bring it
about-
up in
I
the
said
first
about
place.
You see,
Youth-
I would actually side slightly with Ava here in the sense that I don't have a problem with historic crimes. For example, Harvey Weinstein, they're all
There's gotta be a
historic.
cut-off
Yeah.
point that
but
hasn't
well,
there?
has there
Should
actually?
be.
For someone
I
like
think there
Harvey,
has, because it
for someone like
depends
Harvey
on the
Weinstein,
evidence.
should there be a cut-off point, or should the victims, who were all bullied and scared,
I think it
to come
depends
forward,
what the,
right?
I think it depends on the severity of the allegation. Obviously, if it's something,
Right.
it's a,
Yeah, because if there's somebody in a position of power that has the power to like hush somebody, so they don't expose what they did, the evil shit that they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, there's factual, like, there's a reason why motherfuckers didn't come forward because they were scared, like, they could fucking fuck their shit up if they say anything. So that's how I don't really agree with her on that. Nah. I think I get what she was trying to say on certain things because, sometimes it's like, that was so long ago, like, why are you just not bringing it up? Because not every situation is Harvey Weinstein. Not every situation is blackmailed by some rich guy that has a lot of power. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. With shit like that, you gotta look at a case-by-case basis. But I don't really agree with her all the way.
rape case or something. But if it is a, he put his
All right,
hands on my knee.
You're talking about the
you know.
journalist movement.
I'm
the
basically-
journalists that bravely came forward and told about how cabinet ministers had touched them inappropriately
them.
on
Yeah.
the knee, which was horrendous.
I'm not
Yes.
bothered about touching on a knee. I mean, 20 years later?
Yes, but
someone should be
she
dragged
exposed
through the courts
entire
for that.
sexual harassment culture that is in Westminster and is still really pervasive at the moment.
Well, the good thing is we've all reached complete agreement after 5 years of the Me Too movement. But it's interesting, isn't it? So we've got lots of different views here. It is complicated, I think. And I would argue, but maybe a man shouldn't argue this at all, but I would argue the pendulum may have swung a little too far. You don't think it swung far enough.
Mm-hmm.
You probably are on my side. You probably are too. But I'm not sure we should really be taking sides either. It's a complex minefield. And I think that when you start using phrases like you should be terrified, nobody should be terrified on any side of this, I don't think. Would
Not
be where
unless
I'd
they
put
have
you up on that.
criminal intent.
13 minutes. 13 minutes of that. So what do y'all think, bro? You think men, little boys, should be afraid? But like they said, they brought up the statistic. I think around my age group, my age demographic, only 1 out of 3 of us are having sex. So is it because people are scared to? Is it because of, they just don't want to you know, girls we change their mind, or, you know, girls don't really be knowing what they want, so it makes it a little, in this climate, it's a little bit too risky to even attempt to do something with somebody because they might just change their mind or something, you know what I mean? You get labeled a type of way because somebody don't, you know, somebody feel the type of way. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a real peculiar thing, and we're gonna dive into that because it's just like, you know, what's going on, man? What's going on? Hey, man, that was the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Was that feminist? Well, I'm not a feminist. Was she tripping? Or was she spitting facts? Let me know. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.